Alright guys, we decided to take a break today and do a talking video. I know not everybody likes talking videos, so this is the warning up front. We're just going to be talking. And today we're going to be sharing with you what we do for a living. How do we make money? But we're not going to totally reveal it, but I'm going to tell you. A lot of people have asked us over the years even, but a lot of people have asked us, how do you guys make money? What do you do? Do you have jobs? We get that question fairly frequently. Do you have jobs? Yes, of course. We have children, we have a home, we have to work, we have to make money.
And we're not like from rich families who just like hand us money, so.
Right. So first, I'm going to explain that we are self-employed. We've been self-employed since 2007. So just about 13 years, I think, of self-employment. Some people, when they ask, do you have a job? They think that jobs only implies that you go someplace else to work for someone else. But a job is just any way that you work to make a living. So yes, we do have a job. We are self-employed. We have actually done a variety of things over the years to make money, to make a living. I'm going to talk about our main business that we've kept secret for all these years. We've always said that we've been self-employed, but we always told you guys that it was private because we didn't want to go into that for our privacy reasons. But I decided it was time to share it because as 2020 came to a close, so did our business. We have ended our business that we've been doing together for many years. We're moving on to a new chapter in life. So here's the story. I've always had kind of an entrepreneurial spirit. I've always wanted to work for myself, and I've just always had an open mind to try to find ways to make money like that. So back in 2007, I was digging in a dumpster. You know, there was a building near where we lived that was a factory that was closing, and they produced a variety of things. But they were closing and they were throwing away all kinds of stuff. And I was digging through the dumpster, because that's what we do. Ashley and I, we both enjoyed digging in dumpsters. I ran into something that I thought was interesting. It was this box of, I'll just say, jewelry supplies. I didn't know what I was going to use it for, but I said, you know, I hate to see this get thrown away. I took it home. I sat on it for a little while and didn't have a good use for it, so I just decided to try to sell it on eBay. Maybe we can make a few dollars. I listed these items on eBay, and the two things I noticed that A, nobody else was really selling it, and B, they sold pretty well. I was shocked. I was like, wow, these actually sell quickly. I said, well, let me look into this. Maybe I can order more of these. So I started researching where they were made, and I was trying to find a manufacturer that would sell them. And I found a manufacturer who made them. It was really important for me to have them made in the USA. That was a big thing for me. And so I found a US manufacturer selling these products. So I decided to try it again, and I was able to order a batch of them wholesale and sold those. I said, wow, this is pretty cool. So I started doing that, and I would just buy a little more, because I didn't have much money. I never had a great job. I never had money saved. I've always been broke. So this was a slow process of spending literally as little as I could to get what I could for a fair price. You know, you have to have a minimum quantity. So I started selling this, and it did so good that I started expanding, and I got different varieties, like different metals, you know, jewelry findings, basically, you know, jewelry supplies. And it was doing really well. I was really impressed. So that was the beginning of the business. And after eBay started rolling along, you know, of course I upgraded to an eBay store, and then eventually even got my own website and started selling on my website, started expanding more, doing more things. And I'm being really vague, I know, but it's just for privacy, but it is jewelry. It's just basically rings, chains, things, you know, that you would make jewelry with. Metal, all metal. Selling different things, key rings and everything else, right? Now, it was really important for me to stay made in the USA. I sourced everything made in USA, and that was really cool. Literally, I was the first eBay seller to be selling these items, and the only one made in USA, and just really, it was really good. So I had a really niche market. It wasn't a big market, it was a niche market, but I was the only one doing it, and I was doing really well. I would have a ton of orders every day, just filling mail totes full of product to send out, and it was really cool. I said, this is amazing. And then that was the business, just selling jewelry supplies. That lasted for 13 years of doing that. And that's crazy that it literally started from a dumpster. Just digging in a dumpster and saying, oh, what's
Ooh,
this?
This is cool.
And we brought home all kinds of stuff from the dumpster. That dumpster was cool. And looking back on it, they were throwing away machinery that I didn't even know what it did. And it was probably pretty valuable, like manufacturing equiment. To I don't even know. It was crazy. They were just getting rid of stuff. I brought home a box full of mouse pads. I didn't know what to do with, like hundreds of them. Anyway, so for the last 13 years, we've been selling jewelry supplies. And it was doing really good.
Yeah, each year you'd get, better. And then it peaked one year, and then from there it went slowly down.
It started declining. The decline was a few different things. The first thing I saw was as I was doing better and better, I started seeing other sellers stepping into the market. And they weren't just stepping into the market, they were literally copying me.
They were stealing our images.
They were literally taking my pictures that I took, and I took a lot of pride in making really nice product photos.
They were stealing our descriptions.
Copying, pasting from mine to theirs. And they were trying to copy, and they would price their products a few cents under me. So take my work, my time, and my effort, and they just mimicked the business for less money. And it started this price competition game where you have to lower your price, then they lower theirs, then you lower yours, then they lower theirs.
It'd be constant, and it just...
Yeah.
It was annoying.
It was. So I learned a lot about business, about copyright infringement, all kinds of things. And then something even more powerful happened was foreign sellers, specifically Chinese sellers, would start selling the same stuff on eBay. You see eBay's flooded with this stuff now, but they would sell it for half the price. They would sell it for cheaper than I could even buy it at. Like super, super ridiculously low prices that you can't even touch. And
yeah, you wouldn't make money at those prices. And customers a lot of them just don't care about buying USA made. They'll just buy the Chinese stuff because it's cheaper.
Yeah, a lot of people care about price, but there was a game that they were playing where a lot of these foreign sellers were actually listing their products as made in the USA, even though they weren't. And I've seen that many times on eBay, a product with an American flag on it, or even saying made in USA, and it wasn't. And I could tell the difference, and I know that these products weren't made in the USA.
Yep, they were just lying.
They lie. And I think that's such a shame, because then you got to compete with somebody who's stealing your images, stealing your descriptions, and lying
about where it's made.
On the description. Yeah. So anyway, that was kind of a decline, but we still held on for a number of years, even though we were making less money. And, it is what it is.
Another thing is the postage prices.
Yeah, that's true. The prices kept going up every year. It was more expensive to ship. You make less money on your products. The business started becoming just not great. So basically, we hit our peak. We did excellent. And then it started going slower, down, until we were only making, a handful of orders each day. And beginning to be not worth it for the time and effort you put in, and the space it takes up, and the money and inventory that you have held up. It just started getting hard. Luckily, during that time is when we were in our previous home and we started this YouTube channel. And I know a lot of people say this, but we didn't start the channel to make a living on it. We didn't start the channel to make money. We really just share. We would share regardless. Take that as it is. Everybody says that. Few people mean it. It was just a good timing. Everything just pulled together for us. We didn't make money on our channel for a long time, actually. We struggled for a couple years just with the business that we had. Eventually, we moved here to Michigan, where we are right now. And even though our business, we're still hanging on, we're still selling stuff, but it was, not great. We had YouTube, and YouTube was compensating for our loss, and it was doing good. Did really well here. We've been really happy with that. It's been such a blessing to us. You guys have been such a blessing to us. We just can't thank you enough. Mm-hmm. But then what happened was 2020 happened. 2020 was a disaster year for everybody, just about everybody.
I think it was the worst year of my life.
Yeah. And what happened was the products that I sell are jewelry supplies. And I mostly sold, I should say this, is that I sold them kind of wholesale. Like I sold them in bulk quantities to jewelry makers. I don't make jewelry. Usually I don't wear jewelry. I'm not a jewelry person. So it's kind of an odd business for me to be in.
Me too.
But I sold them to jewelry makers, and those people would make jewelry with our supplies, sell them and make money. Now, what happened was with 2020, everybody was locked down. That means no craft shows, no flea markets, no events, no nothing. And that was a lot of our buyers were people who sold at shows. They would make jewelry, sell them at shows. You know, you can't sell handmade jewelry online. It's really, really hard because there's so many people doing it. So selling locally was big for these people. That means I saw an instant just drop of sales. Nobody was buying supplies because nobody can sell them. There's nowhere to do it. With an already struggling business, when you go months of not making money, it's basically like...
It's over.
Yeah, you just can't hold on to it. So Ashley and I talked it over. We said, this is the year. This is it. The sign is here. We have to it's time to close it. We can't keep it chugging along any longer, right?
Yep.
So we said, we're going to sell whatever we have, just try to blow through it, and we're going to end it 2020. That's what we did. We just worked to sell through the last of our inventory, just did our best to clear it out as quick as we could. We couldn't get through all of it, but we did the best we could. And on December 31st, we closed the shop. We canceled our website. Well, we did that a little before that, but yeah, we canceled our website. We closed our eBay store. We just shut it all down, took all of our listings off. And that's mostly for taxing and stuff. We hate to carry it over into 2021 and just sell a couple products and then close it, and then you gotta do taxes the next year. So we have officially ended our home business of 13 years. It's a shame. It was a fun thing. It was amazing. It was a blessing. I've always been just amazed at how it fell together because...
Just finding stuff in a dumpster led to it.
Yeah, and I honestly don't know what I would have done without that because I wasn't going anywhere in life and I didn't know what I wanted and I only worked like basic retail jobs and I didn't enjoy that. And this gave me...
Like practically minimum wage.
Yeah.
And you can't really get far with that.
Yeah, I was only making like $7-8 an hour. Anyway, this gave me the freedom to be flexible and try different things and you start a YouTube channel because I wasn't working a job where I had to go out 40 hours a week. I was working from home and it opened up opportunity for us. Yeah, this is the end of our business. It's closed for good. We've just decided to keep it private, still just because of, you never know. I have no idea.
Mm-hmm.
For just our safety. Like if we told you guys our business, you could have found us on eBay or on our website and then easily found our address, found our information. Believe it or not, we have a lot of haters, a lot of people who just don't like us for no reason at all, and they would be happy to sabotage, harass, do whatever they want to do. So we just kept that private. So now you're saying, so you don't have a job? What are we doing now? Well, we have YouTube. We are full-time YouTubers now. And I don't know how secure that is going forward into the future, but we're doing it for now in this moment because we have the opportunity to. But here's the plan. We have been saving money the best that we can and preparing for whatever's ahead. Our goal now is to start a new business. And that's what's kind of exciting about closing this business is when you have something, even if it's lousy, it really mentally holds you back from starting something new because it's hard to do multiple things at once. I think that closing this business is going to free up space in our home, it's going to free up space in our mind, and allow us to find something new and to focus on that. And that's really cool because I want something new. I want to be self-employed because that's us. But I want to find something that fits us. See, selling jewelry supplies was never us.
We always said to ourselves, like, why are we selling this when we don't use it? We don't make anything with it.
Picture 13 years of selling something that you don't use. It's weird. And even so, I was very passionate about it. And I can't tell you how hard I worked to provide a quality product, excellent service, all the time. And to know my product. I researched and I understood what I was doing, and I really put my effort into it. And
we shipped stuff out every day, even some Saturdays. And
I knew the content of the metal. I knew every bit of everything, because we care. We really try to put our effort in when we do something, and we do it well. Out with the old, in with the new. We are open to a future of the unknown, and we're going to start a new business, and we have things in our mind that might be fun that we'd like to do, but you have to really think, is it realistic? Not everything that you want to do is going to be profitable or realistic, so we just have to take our time with it, and I feel like we have a little bit of time to just figure that out right now. That's where we're at. Now, I want to talk about other things that we've done, because we didn't just rely on this one business. As I said, it didn't always do well. We also used to do a lot of reselling, go into thrift stores and do thrift reselling, and that was fun too.
Especially when we lived at our first home in Kokomo, where we started this channel.
We would go to the thrift store every day.
Yeah.
Every day. That actually helped us a lot.
Do both of the Goodwills.
And that was a lot of fun too. I think it's harder to do that nowadays. There's so many people doing it.
Yeah, even when we did that, we saw a change where we were doing really, really good, finding amazing things, and then it became harder to find good things in the store.
Yeah.
Because everybody has their cell phone, and they're looking up things as they're in the store.
Yeah.
And we don't have cell phones, so we have to just hope we're buying good stuff.
That's the problem with YouTube, is there were so many people sharing how to thrift and how to make money at thrift stores that it became really popular, and then everybody was doing it. We don't mind competition, but it makes it hard. We don't thrift store anymore. There's just nothing good near us. And
we haven't seen anything good at a thrift store in a long time.
Yeah. I did find one good thing at a thrift store though.
What?
Maybe I'll show you guys before this video ends my favorite thrift store find.
What is it?
So yeah, we used to do a lot of thrifting, and that was a lot of fun. Ashley would go straight to the stuffed animals. I would go to the electronics. And
sometimes I would do clothing and toys and random stuff.
And that was cool. And also, I've done different things. I actually took a part-time job while in Kokomo to help us out because we were really struggling. We got ourselves in debt. It was a mess. Yeah, we just do whatever we can, little things. So that's our job update and where we're at today. We love keeping you guys in the loop. We try to be open and honest with you guys. Right now, we're just full-time YouTubers. We don't really have any other income streams coming in, but we're doing good. We're doing good. So that's excellent.
And what helps is we don't have a mortgage. We don't have a car payment. We just live simply. We don't take vacations. We don't have cell phones.
Yep, minimal expenses. Even though we've been spending a lot on these projects.
Yeah.
That's been a lot.
People always ask, how can you afford to, remodel and stuff? We just live simply, so we have more money to spend on the remodel stuff.
Right. And
we've been driving our car around since 2012.
Yeah, you just got to find ways to cut money out. And I just hope this answers the questions that so many have had of how are you making a living? How do you survive? How do you do this? And that's it. We were self-employed until it just couldn't hold on anymore. We really made no money in 2020 on our business. We look forward to what is ahead. We really do. I think we have some great opportunities, hopefully, to make something really awesome. And we'll try to share updates when we do that. So I know that some people have wondered if we do anything shady or anything weird because it was secret. I hope that kind of uncovers it. We're just selling jewelry supplies. Totally not as exciting as it might have seemed when it was secretive. Yeah, maybe in another video, I'll tell you guys some of our ideas, some of the things that we would love to get into or are considering, but not today. We'll see. We'll talk about that sometime. But I guess that's all we have for now. So thanks for joining us today while we shared a little bit of our behind the scenes and what we do. Yeah, we'll be back with another video soon. So until next time, take care.
Bye.
Alright guys, I didn't forget. I'm going to show you guys my favorite thrift store find. This thing is just so crazy. You're going to love it. Ready? There it is. Does this look good on me? A good look? Never seen me wear glasses, huh? When I saw this at the thrift store for 39 cents, no, was it 49?
It was something low.
I said I have to have that. I couldn't live without it. It came with the eyebrows and the mustache. I cut those off. I got my own mustache and my own eyebrows. So I went ahead and cut. I know I have my own nose too, but I mean, there it is. I keep this in a special box in the house. It's for special occasions. I don't like to break it out too often.